Hey, we're back with the Screen Team. It's our 4th of July edition of the show, and ironically enough, we're not really doing a lot of patriotism movies today. So
it's all in here, man. It's all in here.
That's right. But this next one has to do with an event that happened in America, and an event that I didn't know anything about. Sabrina didn't know anything about.
And I know a lot.
It was the walk of that French guy across the Twin Towers.
Petit.
I didn't take French. Philippe is his name? Philippe. What's his last name?
Petit.
Philippe Petit?
I believe that's right.
Can you say that 5 times fast?
No, no one should.
Okay, very good. But anyway,
and we're sorry if we're wrong because we really did watch the movie.
This story is an interesting one. It's he's this guy, this Philippe Petit, this French guy. We'll just stick with the French guy. What year was it? You kind of get his. It was in the
70s,
mid-70s,
right? Yeah.
mid-70s, when they were constructing the Twin Towers at the time.
Right, they were just completing them.
Beginning of the story, you kind of get his backstory. You understand that he was in kind of vaudeville, kind of a clown type person, somebody who goes on the streets and performs for money, kind of thing, right? Yes,
that's not a clown. That's a street performer.
A clown can't do that?
Just dig a little deeper, man.
You know what? Everybody else who's on the show, they agree with everything I say.
Never going to happen.
You give me so much trouble. So basically, from the start of his professional career, as soon as he saw the Twin Towers, he knew that he wanted to walk across them, correct?
Yes. He took his string and he went like this. I must tie my rope.
Is the string magical? What's going on with the string,
you know,
man?
he was always everything. He would hold up his rope and he would, like, imagine a rope between these two trees or imagine a rope between these two lampposts. And when he saw the building, he put a rope between the two buildings. I must walk between them.
I love your accent. It's almost as good as Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in this film.
Almost.
I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love him, but I don't think he was the right choice for this film. What do you think?
I think he probably did it because he could do the stuff that he was doing. Because he did have to walk the rope.
Yeah. But what did you think about the accent?
It bothered me at first, but I got over it.
Yeah. So should we tell people? Did he successfully walk?
Well, they can already Google it and find out. Yeah, he does it. But it's getting to that point where the story really unravels. I mean, not unravels, but like unfolds. Mm-hmm. It's, he was a kid and he saw a circus act and he was like,
I knew there was a circus someplace in here.
Oh, my goodness. He saw the circus act, and he said, I can do that. And he continues, like, he puts rope in his backyard, and his father wants him to be practical. And as he grows, he starts getting to the point where his mom and dad are like, but you've got to be serious. And he goes, no, I am an artiste. And so he doesn't even want to be a circus performer. He just wants to walk the wire. And it's like, it's this thing that is consuming him. And he goes, and that's how he makes his money. He gets thrown out of his parents' house. He goes to Paris and meets a girl, and the next thing you know, they're flying to see the Twin Towers in person.
Was this movie exciting to you?
Not like it's not an action-packed adventure. Nothing blows up.
One point that kind of disappointed me was the part where I felt it was supposed to be exciting and intenseful. Climactic really wasn't. It didn't feel that way to me.
I think the same thing happened to him. Because he walks across and then he continues to walk back and forth and back and forth. It's like it didn't do what he thought it would do either. And he couldn't quit. And of course, then the police start showing up on one tower. And then he walks back over and he's like, I'm going to have to just keep walking back and forth. No one is going to command me to end my performance. Because the coup, as he calls it, it's about taking over and doing something that's illegal and artistic and beautiful and nobody else has done. And so he did it.
Kind of like the Screen Team.
Pretty much. But he does it, and he keeps going back. He even at one point, he understands finally what it means to respect his audience. Mm-hmm. He kneels down on the wire. He is not even...
He laid down on the wire,
He lays down on the wire on his back and looks up at the sky. You want to talk about losing all perspective and ability to balance. When you're looking at the sky and it's moving, I can walk and lose my balance, looking up. So it's phenomenal what he did. It's crazy. In fact, all of the people who are his, what do he calls them?
His peeps?
His people. He calls them something very specific. Oh, it drives me crazy when I forget. But they're his assistants, but that's not what it is. But anyway, they even think he's crazy. And you don't know what the weather's going to be like. You've got just this amount of time to get all this equipment up there, get it installed. You've got 2 buildings.
You got 2 towers. You gotta get the rope from one end to the other end.
Yeah. I mean, at one point in time, he's dancing around naked on top of this tower,
trying to find
an arrow with a little teeny tiny piece of fishing line attached to it in the dark. So anyway, it's, as far as it being a love story, it's got a little bit of that in it because they couldn't just have a 2-dimensional.
But I think it is a love story with him and his art, don't
yes.
you? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but there is another love interest. It's a little weak in that, but you're not watching it for a love story. You're watching it to see him walk.
Right.
And he does. And the ending of the movie, I'll save to find out how it ends. Because
I was going to give it away, but
well, I mean, it's just you think that it's going to be over at one point when it's not.
Yeah.
But the ending is good. It gives you a little sense of something when it's over.
So did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Would you watch it again?
I could see where if I was stuck at home for days on end and had nothing else to do, I'd put that maybe in.
So if you were secluded
yeah.
and you had nothing to do, you'd watch this
Internet
movie again.
was down,
Would you recommend it to our listeners and viewers?
Oh, I think so, absolutely. People should know that something like this actually did happen. This is based on a true story. It's something that you can research and find out more about. I would never encourage anybody to go do it. I mean, obviously, there's all kinds of locations around the world. He even found several where he could do this. And every time it was illegal and dangerous. Like I was saying, he wasn't even tethered to that line. But he was so much in his element that it didn't matter.
It's amazing. The movie's called The Walk. Coming up after the break, we're going to review the brand new Pixar film, Finding Dory. It's coming your way next, right here on KWOC.